Why India has been reluctant to ratify the Hague Convention on Global Child Abduction Law. What is child abduction? What is the Hague Convention on International Child Abduction? What did Law Commission recommend in this regard? Should India sign Hague Convention on Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction? Why is India still not keen to join the treaty? GS Paper 2, Effect of Policies and Politics of Developed and Developing Countries on India's Interests, Indian Diaspora. What is the context about? Recently, a legislation was introduced in the US Congress, International Child Abduction Return Act of 2017, that seeks to punish countries that do not adhere to US court orders on the return of abducted children. On the other hand, India has been struggling for years with legislation on the custody of children caught in transnational marital discord. The central government decided last year to not ratify the Hague Convention on the Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction, 1980. What is child abduction? Child abduction is the offence of wrongfully removing or wrongfully retaining, detaining or concealing a child or baby. There are two types of child abduction: parental child abduction and abduction by a stranger. What is the Hague Convention on International Child Abduction? It is an international treaty to ensure the prompt return of a child who has been abducted from the country of their habitual residence. 97 countries are party to the convention. Despite pressure from the US and European countries, India is yet to ratify it. Under the convention, contracting countries must establish a central authority to trace unlawfully removed children and secure their return to the country of habitual residence, irrespective of the country's own laws on the issue. The convention applies to children under age 16. What did Law Commission recommend in this regard? In 2009, the Law Commission of India recommended signing the Hague Convention, because it will in turn bring the prospects of achieving the return to India of children who have their home in India. The Commission noted that women involved in cross-jurisdictional divorces, holiday marriages or limping marriages have to face additional challenges in the custody battle. The Law Commission of India recommends the passing of a domestic law and the signing of the convention. Should India sign Hague Convention on Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction? India can become a signatory to the Hague Convention on Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction only after a domestic law is in place. Signing the treaty will make interparental child abduction an offence punishable with 1 year jail. Many countries, who are signatory to the treaty, have this clause in their domestic law. With domestic law in place, if a woman says she faces a risk of domestic violence, the government can stop the child from being sent back. Why is India still not keen to join the treaty? Critics have argued that the legislation would affect the interests of Indian mothers fleeing from abusive or difficult marriages. The critics said the law would compel these women to return to the foreign country where the child was born, to fight for custody in possibly unfavorable conditions. The Ministry of Women and Child Development, wary of Indian women being charged or prosecuted in foreign countries, declined to back the law.